What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. Ooh, child. It's Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Hump day, right? That's what we call it. So, yesterday was quite eventful. Ooh, shit. The whole taps, slow taps, no taps, faux taps were out in full effect yesterday. Well, what happened was, I can tell you what happened. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. I told y'all I tell y'all all the time that some things that collectively we should be angered about, I will take a different point of view, and my point of view is based on observation and experiences. So, I asked a question yesterday: would a black man ever be able to do what Liam Neeson was going to do for a black woman? And oh boy, yes, the people were not happy with that question. A lot of men were not happy with that question. Why? I got called all kind of names, you know. And what happened was Tariq Nasheed, with his blockhead ass, I guess, I don't know if he retweeted it or something that I said, but I know that he has me blocked. So I don't know if he unblocked me in order to retweet me. Maybe somebody sent him the tweet that I said. But I just said, ask yourself, would a black man be able to do that for a black woman? And the basis of that comes from a white woman telling a white man that a black man raped her, and he go out into the streets and try to find a black man, any black bastard. Now, if Liam Neeson said any bastard, would black people be like, if she said, well, a black man raped me, and he came back and said, well, I was out with my bat and I was looking for any bastard, would we still be upset? That's one question. And number two, why are we upset to say, no one's saying to go out and find innocent people, but the capacity and the latent racism and bigotry that is socially conditioned for white men to, as soon as a white woman, that is why I was like, and somebody DM me, it was like, maybe you didn't ask the question correctly, maybe it was the wrong choice of words, and then based on the community that you are ultimately critiquing, you're going to be attacked. I was told that a black man should never protect me. Why would I protect random black women? That's what I heard. I was, of course, called a bed wench, which, if I really wanted to break down the psychology and the social conditioning of a black man and his desire and craving to be equal to the white man, y'all really the bed wenches, if you want to, and that's who I'm talking to. So, I mean, if you are not a part of that group, then you shouldn't take offense to it. But what I'm talking about is the men who consistently have gripes and really hate black women, because they hate black women because black women gave birth to them, and they're black and they're not white. And I'm not saying anything is great about being white. I'm talking about the conditioning and the idea that black men have. Not all, and I'm going to say this, everything always is never all, but it always is some. It's never all, but it always is some. So I'm not going to always and some and other, and I'm not going to do all of that. You know who the fuck I'm talking about. If you take offense to it, then I feel like if the shoe fits, buy that motherfucker in every color. So what my thing is that black men and their relationships with white women, and how that the man that you desire to be equal to have what he has, to have access to what he has, because essentially white women are one step away from the privilege and power that white men have, and black men are one step away from the privilege and power that white men have. And I imagine it being a frustrating position. I wouldn't know, because I'm 2 steps away. Right? I'm a woman and I'm black. Right? So I wouldn't have any idea. I could imagine it being frustrating to be like, God damn, all this power and this shit these men are socially conditioned to say, as soon as they, and I shouldn't say protect, that might be the wrong word to use, to say they protect white women, but they look for any excuse to avenge white women. That is what I'm saying. Yes, it's a conditioning, because he asked, what color is he? I'm not apologizing for asking, can black men do that? Can black men go out and avenge a black woman's assault and rape? Can they? Would they? Well, we don't go out looking for random people to shoot. Oh, you don't? Oh, y'all don't? Don't start. Don't start. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, I had to explain. I got called a septum ring something, septum ring something. An insult talking about this, which is very cultural, and whether or not you like it or not, your people, everybody, your people, indigenous people, if they black and from Africa or indigenous, they had tattoos and piercings. Okay, so get the fuck out of here. So these slow taps that have issues with me asking and critiquing, would you be able to? Yeah, I have experiences to where I have been in situations where I have told black men, hey, this happened to me, and they absolutely did nothing. I have had another experience where a black man assaulted me in front of my father and nothing happened. So if you can understand where I'm coming from, I don't have trust in y'all to protect me. And then for other black men to say you don't deserve protection because you're critiquing us, that validates what I said. It only validates and confirms what I said. It doesn't make me feel any kind of way. I'm just like, oh, okay, that's validates and confirms what I said. Because based on my experience, this is what my feelings are. And what you're telling me as a response to my feelings is not, I'm sorry you had that experience, and I hope that one day, like one black man told me yesterday, I hope that one day that somebody shows you that not all black men are not going to protect you. I hope one day that you have the experience of a black man protecting you when you need it. Because what you've gone through was fucked up. One. So when I say, yes, is a black man able to go out and avenge a black woman's honor? And then you think about it, the restrictions. No, you can't. Now all of a sudden you're law-abiding citizens. We couldn't do that. Why would we go out and try to find somebody to avenge? But because you don't hate them enough. You don't hate them enough. They hate you enough to go out and find a random black man, and a white woman says a black man raped me. They hate you enough to go out and find anyone to avenge her. Black men don't have the capacity to do that. Why? Privilege. Lack of privilege, lack of power. They can't go out and find. That's what I'm talking about. No, but it was, I hope your son isn't that black bastard one day. A woman told me that. And I had to break it down. It's in the comment section on the other video. I had to, and I'm just like, I'm not taking it down because it is a legitimate question. And another woman came and told me, you know what, when I saw that question, I immediately felt mad because I know that black men don't have the capacity to avenge a random, to go out. They don't hate white people enough. Why? Lady, if you don't get in your goddamn lane, and I'm not saying to hate white people, I'm saying that the racism that comes from and the conditioning that comes from, for Liam Neeson to ask, what color was he? What color was he? Centuries and years have gone to prove that even if she's lying, Emmett Till, even if she's lying, they will go out and find anybody. How do you think the Tulsa, Oklahoma massacre happened? How do you think that happened? A white woman said a black man did something to her. Whole town burned down. Do you hear me? All I'm saying is protect black women. But a lot of black men told me yesterday I didn't deserve protection. I didn't deserve it. Not because I was critiquing you. See, that's a problem that's a grievance that I have with black men, is that if anybody's going to critique you, who would you want to critique you? Me? Me? Or Ann Coulter? Me or Tommy Lawrence? Me or what's the other bitch's name? And what's her name? With Skeletor looking bitch. Megyn Kelly. Who would you rather critique you? See, you guys are not above reproach, and you're not above critique. And if anybody I would want critiquing me, it would be my counterpart. And on my and based on past experiences and observations, maybe I didn't word it the right way. But that's what I'm saying. And like I said, a lot of the times y'all not going to agree with me. I'm laughing because the white woman told this man, a white man, a black man raped me, and he was going out to avenge her, not to protect her. I used the wrong choice of words. To avenge her. He's been conditioned to be like, okay, what color is he? Because I'm going out and I'm going to get anybody. And to Liam Neeson's, you know, unfortunately, him being transparent cost him something. He had a movie premiere last night, and the red carpet was pulled based on his statements. So much for transparency. But the real deal is, Liam Neeson has the sentiments of a lot of white men. White men to see a black man walking down the street with a white woman. I remember being in a relationship when I was 19, 20 with a Mexican guy who I broke up with because I overheard him say, I hate it when those niggers look at her when we're out in public. And guess what his profession is today? A cop. Yes, you heard me right. I do not like it when those niggers look at us. And he was talking to another one of his friends who is a sheriff now. So you walking down the street, they thinking they don't care. That's what Liam Neeson said is the sentiments of a lot of white men. Any reason to go look for anybody. But I don't understand how Liam Neeson can make that statement of going out to find a random person to attack, but y'all don't believe Jussie Smollett was randomly attacked. Oh my God, that's so unbelievable. How could he be randomly attacked by white men, and a week later a white man tells y'all he was going out to find a random black man to beat his ass because his friend told him that a black man raped her? Come on now. Shit. Anyways, I don't even want to get upset with that, but you know, I had to get that man together, and at the end of the day, you slow tap niggas, y'all the bad wenches. Y'all the bad wenches. Y'all hate black women so much because we birthed you, your black sorry asses. We birthed you, and you can't, and you will never. And it's sad to say, and it's a sad thing to admit and come to the realization that because of who you are, because of the way that this world is set up, you can't be in that space, and you one step away from it. That's why a lot of black men empathize and white women empathize with black men together, because y'all just one step away. And that's the truth. I'm not editing this video. Y'all just gonna have to hear it. I don't give a fuck. And like I said to y'all before, I don't always say things that echo what you believe or what the collective is saying. I'm looking at it from a different perspective. Why would I go out and protect a random black woman? That's what a black man said. Why would I do that? Why wouldn't you? Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Now all of a sudden you law-abiding citizens. Girl. Anyways, Jess Hilarious is under fire. Jess not hilarious. Y'all know I don't think she's funny at all. But she was in the comments, in the Shade Room comments, somebody said, you know, imagine having to make Shade Room comments on Shade Room in order to keep the lights on. And she turned around in 2019, the day of our Lord, came back and said, call this motherfucker the F word. Yes. Bitch, do you know you are not Kevin Hart? Kevin Hart got in so much trouble, bitch, for using the word 10 years ago. And here you are at the beginning of your career calling people the F word and then trying to justify it by saying somebody attacked you. Girl, he told you you trying to keep your lights on. You gonna turn around and hit him with a derogatory slur? You don't even have the room to do it, girl. What's wrong with you? You don't even have the room to do it. Your career does not parallel with Kevin Hart, and he gotten so much backlash for that. And you using it in 2019, girl? If somebody says something to me, I'ma hit below the belt with a slur? Okay. I love gay people because gay people love me. Girl, shut up. I'm not homophobic. Y'all love saying you not homophobic. I'm not scared of gay people. Okay. Okay. You may not be scared of gay people, but what you definitely are is anti-gay. I said it about 3 or 4 years ago. Jess, not hilarious, was on something. She made a video and she was talking about trans women. And I said, oh, this bitch is homophobic. She's transphobic. She's anti-gay and anti-trans. I said it about 3 years ago. I was still using the term homophobic and I was still using the term transphobic. But what I say now, because those type of people like to come back and say, I'm not, take the word and chop it down literally and say, I'm not afraid of gay people. You're anti-gay since you ain't homophobic. So let's go with that. Since you know that being homophobic is so fucked up and it's a bad space to be, but what you say and spit out your goddamn trap is anti-gay, homophobic, anti-trans, and transphobic bullshit. I told y'all that about that girl about 3 or 4 years ago. But like I said, y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me though. I said that about that girl a long time ago. I don't find her funny. You at the beginning of your career and you think you have the capacity to use the F word and then come out and talk around and say, I'm not homophobic? You are. I've seen too many instances to prove, to evidence to prove that you are. Ridiculous. Re-fucking-diculous. Anyways, what else to talk about? Oh, did y'all watch the State of the Union address? I watched some of it, and then I don't know what happened, but I watched the end of it, and I came in back on the end of Stacey Abrams, so I didn't get to watch Stacey Abrams' response to the State of the Union. But the State of the Union was basically just Trump speaking in tweets and waiting for applause, and that's when you know that the two parties are really divided, when they clap for when the Republicans clap for every single thing, no matter how stupid it sounds. They clap for every single thing, and he stands back from the podium. That nigga is crazy. That man is a lunatic, psychotic, sick MF. I can't use too many cuss words, or you know, the people say that I'm unladylike. I'm not ladylike. That's not ladylike. Girl, whatever. Anyways, okay, I'm getting over. Shit. Y'all want to act like you don't want to let people over. I'm getting over, bitch. Anyways, I don't have much else to say. But that's what I meant about the Liam Neeson thing. Just hilarious, or just not hilarious is very anti-gay. And what else? And the State of the Union was a piece of shit. So I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. I know that Tiffany, what's her name? Tiffany Trump, she wore white with the rest of the women who are in Congress wearing white. They all came wearing white. Nancy Pelosi was sitting up there looking like she wanted to throw up half of the time. It was just a waste of time. And it's really like, I don't know. Can we get like, oh, I heard the Super Bowl had really low ratings. Very, very low ratings. Very low ratings. But can we get a Super Bowl, not a Super Bowl, a State of the Union ratings, like, or was it low ratings? Like, what's going on? Anyways, that's all. That's my time, y'all. I don't have nothing else to talk about. Kind of spent, and we'll talk later. I'll post tomorrow morning. I'm gonna post. I posted it kind of late. Saying what are we going to talk about? But I'll post it on YouTube to talk. You know, to y'all can give me some topics to discuss. Outside of what I'm already researching to discuss. I do want to do a update. I really want to know what happened to that girl that white man punched in the face. I want to know what happened to her. I want to do an update on some stories. I think that we talk about these stories that are trending, and then we don't talk about them again. You know what I mean? So I kind of want to go back and do some research on some of the things that we did talk about that were trending, and find out if there's an update on it. All right. Anything else? Nothing else. Y'all have a wonderful day. Take care of each other. Peace.